everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my January favorites. This is kind of like a December January hybrid kind of mashed together because I didn't do a December favorites, I did a yearly favorites. So if you're curious to see everything I was loving all throughout 2018, I will link that down below. But essentially these are products I've been loving for the past 2 months, mostly this month. Yeah, this is just the first monthly favorites of the year and I cannot believe it's already February. Almost, pretty much. Time just keeps going by, and 2018 was a really interesting year for me. I hope 2019 is even better. But yeah, without further ado, if you're curious to see everything that I've been loving this month and a little bit of last month, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, so I have a little bit of everything from body care to random stuff to makeup. So let's just start with makeup because I'm pretty sure that's what you're most interested in. And I want to start off with 2 concealers, one of which I'm wearing on my face right now. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer in the shade Macaron. Looks like this. It's a little bit more of a fat tube than like a regular standard concealer. And it has a little bit more of a fat kind of doe foot applicator. It's not a flexible doe foot applicator, and I really do like this concealer. I originally purchased it to conceal under my eyes, but I actually do think this formula is great for spot concealing. It's not as liquidy, it's not as like thin, it's more of a thick formula, but I don't want that to scare you because it's not like heavy and cakey. It's a truly nice formula. If you have the Jouer foundation, it's pretty much like the sister product. They're both the Essential High Coverage Cream products. It claims to be creaseless, soft matte, and infused with hyaluronic acid, so it's not going to dry your under eyes. Do I think it's better than Tarte Shape Tape? I personally like Tarte a little bit more. I like the consistency of that one. It's a little bit more liquidy. This one is definitely more thick, but with that being said, it does blend out really nicely. I used it under my eyes today, and I used it for spot concealing, and this is my favorite for spot concealing. It's so good. It's very full coverage, so you can definitely cover up those imperfections or dark spots or whatever, or your dark circles really easily, and I think it's great. You do get 0.139 fluid ounces for, I think this was $22 or $21, so it's not the most expensive concealer out there, but in my opinion, I definitely think it's worth a shot if you're in the market for a new high coverage concealer. The other concealer I want to talk about, you might think I'm totally cheating, but this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I did a whole video on this. I will link it down below if you want to see me try it out with the foundation as well. I mentioned in that video, if you had to pick between the two, I would say go with a concealer. This, unlike this, is more liquidy. It's got that kind of flexible doe foot applicator like this, and it blends out really nicely. It's very full coverage still, but it's a little bit more lightweight than this guy, and it is definitely way more affordable. This was $8.99, and it's so nice. It does crease a little bit, but in my opinion, I think it's really good, and I've been using it pretty much non-stop since I filmed that video, so definitely check it out if you want to see like a full day wear test. I tested it. I took you out to brunch, things like that, so yeah, if you're curious, definitely watch that. It gives you kind of like a first-hand look at how it performs on the skin throughout the day. Moving on, let's talk about this guy. This is the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Powder in Translucent Medium. I really love how Milk Makeup has come out with, I believe, 3 different powder shades. They have translucent light, translucent medium, and translucent deep. And I love that because, you know, translucent isn't a term that can really universally fit everybody. I think it's great that they came out with 3 different shades because it's not like it adds a lot of pigment. It doesn't add coverage. It makes it so that it kind of blends into your skin better as opposed to just kind of like a stark white powder. And I love that because it also doesn't provide flashbacks, so you can use this day and night. It's a powder I'm currently wearing on my skin right now. It just applies so beautifully. It's so like finely milled. As you can see here, it comes with a little spongy thing that I took out, but it comes with a net, so you can just kind of dip your brush in and sweep it all over your face. And it's definitely not a thick powder. It doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel heavy, so I feel like it could work for a lot of different skin types, whether you're dry or oily. I have oily skin, and I do feel like it keeps me looking nice and fresh, and it's not super mattifying where it sucks the life out of your skin, but it's not something that won't do anything for your shine, if you know what I mean. I just think it provides such a nice kind of like poreless, flawless airbrushed finish, and I definitely think it's worth it. And I love that it doesn't have talc in it. Talc is an ingredient that's been pretty controversial. A lot of powder products have it. In my opinion, it's kind of inevitable, but if I can use something that doesn't have it on a daily basis, that's great for me, and that's what this powder has been able to provide as well. So I love this guy. Moving on to kind of my last makeup product for the face, I want to talk about the Wet n Wild ColorIcon bronzer in the shade What Shady Beach is. This is one of their new bronzers, I believe. It looks really dark in the pan, but it's a bronzer I'm wearing on my face right now, so you can see it sheers up. Hi, sweetie. Come here. It blends out really nicely. There are different shades, obviously, but I love this packaging. I love how affordable it is. I believe this was $5. You can see it's definitely pigmented, but when you blend it out, it just gives you kind of like a nice warmth to your face. It is a little bit warmer than like your standard contour bronzer shade. Like, it's a pretty warm bronzer, but with that being said, I think it provides such a nice flush. It's affordable, it blends out really well, and I really like this packaging. I think it's great. Okay, I have two eyeshadow palettes I want to talk about. One I was really loving in December that I continue to still love today, that I actually have on my, well, I have both of these palettes on my eyes today, but this is the Ace Beauty Grandiose palette, and this is like the most pigmented palette ever. The eyeshadows are pretty soft, so when you dip your brush into them, you do get kick up. Like, as you can see right here, there's dents in the pan because every time you dip your brush in, it kind of takes off a little bit, but I will show you just how creamy these are with one swatch. Do you see that? One swipe into the pan. These are stunning. Like I said, it's what I have on my eyes right now. They're just so beautiful and delicious and warm. I love this palette. It's so stunning. If you're looking for a really warm kind of like regal palette, this is it for you. I currently have on my eyes cinnamon kind of like in my crease, and on my lower lash line I have poppy like smudged on my lower lash line as well, and in the deep V of my crease, and clove kind of smudged all over the transition area in conjunction with my bronzer and the other palette I'm going to talk about. The pan sizes are pretty big, and it is a very warm situation, but I think it's great for night out, or if you're just kind of doing like a daily look. The colors are so beautiful. They're very pigmented, so you will get fallout. Just make sure you kick off your brush a couple times just so that you don't apply too much on your eyes. But with that being said, they blend out beautifully. Hopefully you can see right here. But yeah, I love this palette, and I think it's totally worth it. Moving on to the second eyeshadow palette I want to talk about. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. So you can see right here, both of these actually came in boxy charms, which is pretty cool. You do get really high quality stuff. I love this packaging. It is very easy to travel with. You get a really nice mirror that you can just kind of prop up and do your makeup, so that's great. This is the palette that you'll see me use as an action in next week's video, but this is one that I will grab every day on a daily basis. For an everyday look, I'll just dip my finger into one of these shades and put it all over my lid, and I'll be done, and it's so beautiful. Like, these are such great highlighting eye shades. They're very pigmented, but they add just like a nice little pizzazz. Like, at first when I got this, I was like, what am I gonna do? You can see how pigmented that is. I was like, what am I gonna do with an all shimmer palette with the exception of like one transition shade? I was like, what am I gonna do with this? But I found the reason, and I use it every single day, and I never wear eyeshadow every day, but it just provides you literally so many options for just like a one and done look on your eye. If you really don't want to do much, you don't want to blend, but you just kind of want to throw something on and be good to go and out the door, this does that for you, and the formulas are great. Tarte makes really great eyeshadows in my opinion, so this is definitely something that I thought was worth talking about, because all month since I received it in my January boxy charm, I've been using it literally every day I do my makeup. Okay, last up for the makeup portion of this, I want to talk about what's on my lips right now. Well, I'm actually wearing three different things, but this is the Bite Beauty Chutney lipstick. This is one of the best formulas. It's kind of like a glossy liquid lipstick. It's not quite a gloss, but it's so comfortable, and the formula is like more thick, and you can see it kind of has a slanted doe foot, so it's not flexible, which I think is great. What I've discovered, it's great for just getting a really precise line. It's so beautiful. You can see one swipe is opaque color, and it is glossy. It does not dry down. It is not a matte liquid lipstick by any means, so it will transfer, but I still think it stays on for pretty long, and it is so comfortable. Like, it just stays glossy, it stays opaque, it stays intact on your lips. Definitely the most comfortable like liquefied lipstick formula ever. Like ever, even though it does not dry down all the way, so maybe it's not like totally comparable to the other liquid lipstick formulas I have. But if you're looking for something that is kind of like a hybrid between a lip gloss and a lipstick, a matte liquid lipstick, I suggest getting these, and they're on sale at Sephora right now, I'm pretty sure. But Chutney is a really pretty deep mauve, and it's what I have on my lips along with ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Atta Girl, just because I love that gloss. A lot of different colors, and Bite Beauty makes excellent lip products. I love their lip balm, I love their lip mask, I have another one of their crayons, I have several different Bite Beauty products, I have a regular tube lipstick. They use all food grade ingredients in their lipstick, so you could technically eat this or eat any of their lip products and be okay, because they're all food grade. Fun little fact. Okay, moving on to my non-makeup favorites. Well, I have two brushes to talk about, so maybe these are considered like makeup-y. This is the IT Cosmetics Full Coverage Complexion Brush. You can get this at Ulta. It is kind of like a triangle tip, as you can see, and it is a flat top kabuki. And I bought this because of all the hype that like Kathleen Lights, who's a pretty famous beauty YouTuber, obviously you've probably heard of her, she raves about this brush, and I love a good foundation brush. Like a good foundation brush to me is more essential than a beauty blender, just because I prefer applying my foundation with a brush, and this gives you really nice coverage. It's not streaky, it blends things out really nicely. It's what I use to apply my foundation today. And what I love about brushes is that you do get a lot out of them. So for example, sponges, I do love them. I have the beauty blender, I have the Morphe sponge, I have the flower sponge, I have the EcoTool sponge. I have quite a few sponges, but they're not super economically friendly in the sense that they absorb a lot of your foundation, which is what gives it that beautiful kind of like sheared out even finish. A brush is what really will give you maximum coverage over a sponge, and for that reason I really love them, and I think this is a great brush. It is high-end, it's pricey, it's like $30, but to me, in my opinion, tools are pretty much just as worth splurging on as makeup, because your makeup is only going to look as good as the tools that apply it, in my opinion. So I think it's worth investing in this once if you like it. It's great. You can use it every single day, and I do think it's a great brush. I don't have that many high-end brushes, but this is one that I really do stand behind, you know? Okay, and then actually another high-end brush, sorry, they're both dirty, but this is the Luxie mini round pencil brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and it came in a set of different Luxie brushes, but this is the one that I love the most. I'm sorry, it's super dirty because you can see I have today's eyeshadow. This puts on eyeshadow so pigmentedly, and it was always hard for me to find a lower lash line brush that could really smudge up my lower lash line without having it look too harsh or too diffuse. Like I really wanted something that would pack on the pigment and, you know, blend it out easily, and I find that this brush really does that. It has kind of like a rounded tip, as you can see, so it would be great for highlighting the inner corners, but honestly I've just been using this to smoke at the lower lash line. It's not too big, it's not too small, it really deposits the color on there perfectly in my opinion, and I think that's great. If you can buy this individually, if you're on the hunt for a good pencil brush, definitely check this out. And now we can move on to my true non-makeup things. I want to start off by talking about this random guy. This is the Kale Polish Snickerdoodle hand cream. I'm going to put some on right now. This smells so good. The formula isn't super thick like a Bath & Body Works hand cream, but it just sinks into your skin, and I love the smell of this. Like, I love the experience of putting this on, which may sound really weird and kind of stupid, but I love it, honestly. And I mentioned this in my What's in My Bag video, which if you have not seen it, I will also link that down below. And I cannot believe that video has more than 5,000 views now. It's crazy to me. I know I said it in my last video, but thank you so much for watching that video and making it my most successful or popular one to date. I've gained definitely a few of you from there, so hello, hi, welcome, I hope you stay, and yeah. But anyway, this is a great formula. It's cruelty-free, vegan. I believe it's free of like phthalates, parabens, all that kind of stuff. So it's a really clean ingredient formula, and I love this packaging. It's so cute. It's great to just throw in your purse, and it's great. I love the smell. What can you say about it? It's hand cream, but I love it. Okay, I want to talk about this lip balm. This is the O'Keeffe's Lip Repair Unscented Lip Balm. It looks like this. It's kind of like a squeezy tube, so it's not like a balm that you apply directly on your lips. I freaking love this. This is so good. It kind of comes out not like a sticky, tacky formula, but it kind of comes out like Vaseline-y, but not sticky. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain the consistency. It's something that's not tacky. It just kind of goes on and acts as like a barrier on your lips. It's matte. It's like not a glossy finish at all, but it just provides like a nice kind of layer. This really does help my dry lips. Like sometimes I would put this on under liquid lipstick in the morning, or if I'm just walking around out and about without any makeup on. This is great to just kind of throw in your purse or to keep on hand if you're gonna put on something really drying and mattifying, because it does leave you with a matte finish, so it's not glossy and it's not going to interfere with like the color that you're putting on top. But the formula stays intact. It's really affordable, and yeah, it's great. It's hypoallergenic. It's a good lip balm. If you're in the market for something that's not beeswaxy or something that's not balmy, like this gives you that hydration that a regular standard balm does, but just with a matte finish, if that makes sense. Okay, 3 more products. I'm sorry this video was super long. I want to give a shout out to these 2 First Aid Beauty products. This is the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. It's what I use on my face almost every night as a night cream, and I don't like that it's a tub, but whatever. You get so much product in here because you can use this on the body as well. It's 6 ounces, which is great. I know people with dry skin really love this. It helps relieve minor irritation due to eczema and things like that, but with me, with oily skin, I find that this does really help my winter skin at night. I just use barely a little bit of it, but you can see here, it's so like lightweight. It just blends into your skin so easily, but it leaves your skin feeling really, really soft. I don't apply a whole much of this because a little goes a really long way. It spreads out so evenly and it makes your skin just feel like not dry at all. It's a really good formula and I highly recommend it even if you're oily. I do have sensitive acne prone skin and this has not broken me out. It's safe for sensitive skin. It's allergy tested, fragrance free, so I think it's great for any skin type across the board. And I also love this Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. This is safe for sensitive skin. This is great for just kind of helping your skin come back to life. If you have redness, if your skin was irritated by the winter, the weather, you know, maybe you put something on that you were allergic to or something that broke you out severely, this just calms your skin down and it really helps kind of make your skin feel really, really soft afterwards. That's what I found out about this. And it's really, really nice. It kind of comes out with like these little like beads. I don't know if you can see like the color, the consistency, and it tingles a little bit at first, but it's not something that's painful. It's not like a burning sensation. I really, truly love this mask. I use it maybe like once a week and I see a difference. It's really, really nice. And again, it's not like a super drying, detoxifying charcoal mask. It's not like a hydrating mask. It's really just one that works, I think, all across the board to just help your skin, whatever issue you're having. It's great. Okay, and last but not least, I want to talk about this guy. This is the Bath & Body Works Snowy Morning Shower Gel. This literally smells like a snowy morning. It smells like melon, like ice, winter. It's so nice. I love this packaging. I love Bath & Body Works shower gels. You get a really nice lather. You can use it in the bathtub as well, in a running bath, and it doesn't dry out your skin. It feels really nice. And the fragrance notes in this are frosted bergamot, mistletoe berry, fresh balsam, snow-kissed lavender, and frozen juniper. So basically every kind of quintessential winter ingredient is reflected in this, and I love the smell. I love the color. It just truly reminds me of like a snowy morning. I don't know, it's weird, but it does. And it has shea butter and aloe, so in my opinion, it's a great kind of winter shower gel. Okay everyone, and that is it for today's video. I'm sorry that you can see kind of like the light on my face as it's coming through. But yeah, these were all the products that I've really been loving in January as well as in December. I would love to know what you've been loving. Leave that down below because if you're loving it, I might want to check it out. So yeah, but thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And perfect timing, come here. And hopefully we'll see you in my next video. Say bye. Bye. You say bye? She's like, Mom, play with me. Okay, bye.